So I needed some shears. Hello everybody, my name is Dustin and welcome back to Sky Factory 3. This is going to be episode number 2. So I did a little bit of AFK and slash work off cam. I obviously finished out the rest of the platform, so now we've got this giant square. It looks like on the map, maybe about a chunk's worth of space, give or take. I don't know for sure, but I do apologize because I'll be clearing my throat quite a bit in this episode. I just had some breakfast, and sometimes that happens. My sinuses aren't really the best when it comes to that, but you guys didn't click on this video to hear my personal problems. So let's get into it here. So we have cobblestone. Let's go ahead and actually get into making hammers. You can build a hammer by just doing this. In this case, we're not going to use cobblestone because it's sort of a rare commodity. Oh, it finally stopped raining. Thank you. However, we will use the cobblestone to, as the book suggests, where is it? Sift those, but also to craft a hammer and then turn cobble into gravel, gravel into sand, sand into dust. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do like this, and then hold down the grave key again for vein miner. Then take all the gravel, do the same thing, vein mine it up. Now we have sand, and then turn all this sand into dust. Now this is where, excuse me, this is where all the water bucket things are going to come into play now. So we have it all into dust, and now we need to sift them into a sieve, or a sieve, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm actually going to make clay by putting dust into water-filled barrels. So if I just click on this, boom, now we have a block of clay that we can just break and get clay. So there we go, now we have clay. Easy said than done, really. But we're going to need at least 8 to get off the ground. Like I said, I kind of know the beginning parts. So now we have 8 clay. Actually, might need a little bit more than that. So I'll do 4 recipes worth, like so. And then I'll probably get rid of 2 of these, or excuse me, the 4 barrels that we've used for water. I'll get rid of those. Throw down the 2 clay blocks. Get rid of them. So now that we have the sieve, let's go ahead and turn some dust into here. We're going to need to do this quite a bit because this gives us other ores and stuff like that we're going to need. But mainly the reason why we're going to have to do this is we need a bunch of cobblestone to start. So there's going to be a lot of cuts in between here and there because there's a lot of work that needs to be done before we actually get off the ground. Once we can start like getting a cobblestone generator and stuff like that, which I'll explain a little bit as we go along here. As now that it is nighttime, I'm going to go ahead and sleep in the bed. I still haven't closed out the game, by the way. By that I mean I had left the game open while I went to eat. That way I didn't have to watch it reload. So let's go ahead and keep getting more and more saplings and other things. Now, there is a trick. Sorry. Throat's still having issues here. There is a bit of a trick that you can do with, what is it? The, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, with shears. You can get a wooden shear, which can then be used. That's a builder's one. Don't need that. Can I turn those back into blanks? Yes, I can. Nice. I'll just get about like 32 or maybe 36. 42. Why not? So these shears, it requires saplings. Obviously, I'm not going to use all of them, so I'll leave like, well, I meant to do that the other way. I'll leave 4 in there, and then I'll make 18 shears. So this is going to replace our crook for now. It's not better because the durability runs out pretty quickly, but it'll help us get leaves, which we do need leaves. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking, like, why do we need these leaves? Well, if we throw leaves in those over there, it will go a little bit faster. By that I mean a lot faster, because leaves count as composting or compostable items. So we need to keep doing that. To keep getting more and more dirt, because we're going to need a lot of dirt where we're headed. So don't mind me while I run through every single one of these shears here. And I'm still getting a little bit of the saplings left or back, so that's always nice. And the reason why I extended the platform up is I don't think with me twerking like a block below that it really was doing much of anything. I think it was, but not enough. But standing right next to a tree like this, it seems to be working a lot faster. Either that or I was just having horrible RNG last time. Which, for those of you who don't know what RNG is, it's random number generation. And it can be excruciatingly painful when you're playing games that require luck. Because that's all it is random number generations. Fun fact, now I said fun fact after the fact, but still, fun fact. A lot of this is going to be, like I said, very grindy. I do apologize. There's a lot of items just kind of sitting around me. I do need to pick those up at some point. For right now, I'm trying to quickly run through all the shears and hopefully not run out of, not let them despawn. I'll pick them up real quick, I guess, because I do need a little bit more saplings. Need another apple to munch on a little bit here and there, you know. I'm also hoping not to get one of those, like, great trees. You know what I'm talking about, those giant oak trees that go for, like, a mile in the air. A mile is a bit of an exaggeration, but still, you catch my point. Just keep twerking, keep twerking, keep twerking. And like I said, a lot of this on this episode is going to be a lot of grinding. I do apologize, but it is very necessary for us to continue progressing in the game. And transition! Well, that was weird. I had 2 durability and it just took the whole tree down. That was odd. But then sometimes it doesn't work. I don't understand that. That was weird. Sorry. I'm almost done. Okay, so now we have finally finished with that. I have a ton of leaves. We didn't get a lot of like apples and stuff, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not really complaining about that. I'm just kind of pointing out that we didn't get a lot, so can't really be too upset about it anyways. So we got a bunch of saplings left over. Let's go ahead and clear out a little bit of our inventory because we are going to need a lot of leaves for this. So now here comes the painstaking part of just going through each of these, putting them full of leaves. And if you look, it's about the same as a sapling. So it's 8 for every barrel, which is pretty good. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. But once we get done composting all of this dirt, what we're going to do is we're going to get more cobblestone and make our first furnace, because we will need a furnace at one point, and then try to get that crucible. Because then once we get the crucible and like 4 more cobblestone, we can then get a lava bucket. And then with a lava bucket, we have all the water buckets over there. We can actually start focusing on getting cobblestone generators, because that'll make our lives a lot easier than what we're doing right now, which is sifting dirt to get pebbles. So I will be right back once this is done. Transition! Alright guys, so I'm back. Been a little bit, I will admit. So remember that one tree that I told you I didn't want to get? Yeah, well, one just spawned. Oh well. So now to move on to other things, because they have a couple of different sieves, if you will. There's a heavy oak sieve that only sieves compressed blocks. Now we're going to start to get into some territory that even I am vaguely familiar with, so bear that in mind. I'm going to put down this heavy oak sieve. Let's get our string. Let's combine it up like this. What the heck was that, by the way? A fuse? Okay. Whatever floats your fancy, I guess. But now what we're going to do is we're going to need about a stack of sticks. Because now what we're going to do, we're going to take our wooden hammer here. We're going to make, let's see, I need 8 more, but I don't think that's going to work with this one. There's this thing that you can make called a compressed hammer, and I don't know if it'll accept that one being damaged. No, it will not. Of course not. Let's go ahead and try this again, shall we? I'll just type this in to make it a lot easier. See, it wants to put it up there, but it doesn't accept it. So we'll make a compressed hammer. It's always nice to have a compressed and a regular hammer. So now what we do is let's go ahead and sift this dirt, but let's do it in style, if you will. So we do this, we get compressed dirt. So we'll have some compressed dirt, some not. That's fine. You know, it's whatever. We'll have 2 that's not compressed. That's okay. So we'll just use the 2 that are not compressed in here. For the other ones, I guess I'll just do this. No, I don't really want to do that. We'll put down some slabs because I want to kind of get a better height advantage in this. There we go. That's better. So let's go ahead and throw the wood back in this chest because we don't need it for now. Let's put this sieve down. Let's get our compressed dirt. Now the weird part is, you heard that. I'll loop it back. There's no noise that plays when you're using it in a regular sieve. But if you use the compressed dirt in a heavy oak sieve, it makes noise, which makes no sense to me. It's also really loud when it finally pops off because it's sieving 9 dirt at the same time, meaning that the normal amount of drop rates is increased 9-fold, or at least your odds of getting stuff that's really good is higher. So once we're done with these last 4, I'll take a peek at the old inventory and see what we got from this. As you can see, I've got a couple of other little things next to the pebbles. We already have a stack of 64 pebbles, so we're probably going to get a good haul of cobblestone from this. So we got a bunch of different seeds. We have 4, almost 4 full stacks. Do I have any? I do not have any extra in here. Dang it. Oh well. But we got spruce seed. We have birch seed, dark oak, acacia, or acacia? I think it's acacia. Oak seed, carrot seed seeds, sugarcane seed, jungle seed, melon seed, potato seed, and grass seed. We have a bunch of different types of seeds. So I'm going to, just for the sake of posterity, throw down this chest right over here and throw all of these seed types in there. That way, and I'll take the other seed types out of here and throw it over here. That way they don't get mixed together. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make a ton more cobblestone, if you will. So we'll get quite a lot. Now, like I said, I do want to build a furnace. So first things first, let's go ahead and build a furnace. Let's go ahead and actually plunk her down right here. And then start, I don't have much to really start with. Well, we'll go ahead and burn that to get some charcoal. That way we can finally start making some torches. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep about 10 cobblestone in there. And then we're going to do some more compressed blocks. So we have exactly enough for 5. This is when the compressed hammer actually comes into play, because a regular block will not be able to do it. But it's as if you're mining 9 at the same time. And the grave key does not, unfortunately, work with this. I'm actually holding it down right now, and it's not doing it. So it's a bit of a shame, but what can you do? Let's turn this back down into gravel. Now, the reason why I'm doing this specific thing, like I said, I did this last night, so I kind of have an idea. I know what I'm doing. I need to get bone meal, because if you look, if you type in crucible, you get this unfired crucible, which requires unfired porcelain or porcelain clay. Porcelain clay requires bone meal and clay. Well, bone meal, at least this early on in the game, can only be sieved, and it's through dust. It either a flint stiffened mesh, which is flint with it, which means we have to go through gravel through a string mesh. I mean, it might make it a little easier, but I just never really found it worth it last night. I just kind of did it this way and just kind of toughed it out and did it, you know. So let's get all this dust. The charcoal looks like it's done. And then we're going to throw all of this dust through the heavy oak one here. Now, fingers crossed we have some good RNG and get a lot of bone meal. None yet. Great. There's 1. This is the equivalent of 45 dust pieces, by the way. There's 3. I need 7. That's 4. That's 45 cobblestone, and we only got 4 bone meal. Yeah, it's very grindy. So I need to sit there and just keep going after the trees and stuff again. And now we have some charcoal, I can start getting more torches and other things. But I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and grab this and just make a bunch of chests, like so. I'm going to put this down for extra tools. and then put the bone meal in there. I guess I'll put another chest down for right now, probably over there, and that'll be all the wood stuff. Put that and that and that. Let me take the silkworms out of here. That looks good. So just bloop. I'll put that back in my inventory, and I think sift. I'll check mark that off because eventually we'll be doing that more. I know it's all bad and stuff. Heat a crucible. We need to cook a crucible. We need to make Tinker's construct tools from flint or bone, which we don't have, and build a cobblestone generator. So we're pretty close to actually finishing off this age. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to sit here and just kind of farm things because we need a ton of more stuff here, and it's gonna take a while before we actually make any decent progress. So I will be right back once we have made progress. Alright guys, so I'm finally back. You have no idea what I've been through. I'm only halfway through. So I needed some shears. Check out my inventory. This is how many leaves I have accumulated over that whole course, that whole experience, if you will. I went through at least one wooden axe. There's almost 2 rows of leaves, man. And I'm only halfway through because now I have to convert all of these into dirt. And I actually got enough to where I'm now making charcoal, like more on a permanent basis. And I actually got a couple of the trees that were like those big tall ones that I don't really like too. So I'm not really excited about doing this next part, but it is necessary. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off camera though, because I feel like we're getting pretty close to the end of the episode. By next episode, I'll probably film me sieving the dust, hopefully trying to get more bone meal, and then go from there. But I do want to say thank you guys sincerely for watching this episode. I do appreciate, even though I haven't really been posting a lot of videos, I know it's, like I said, I'm going to try to get back into things this week, Wednesday the 26th and Thursday the 27th, going back to doing live streaming and stuff like that. This video, hopefully, if I can get it out by Thursday, that'd be good. But we'll see. We'll see. I have myself set to a certain schedule these days, so I'll try to edit episode 1 right after I get done filming this. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Okay, it's all in the next one. Cheers. Oh, why?
Thank you for watching this video. Click on the annotations to watch more videos, or mobile users, you can find the video links in the description. If you want to be notified of more videos like this, please subscribe by clicking the channel icon. Thanks again and have a great day.